Welcome back to this week's episode of Ninja Talk with the Bunny and Frog. This week, we are counting down our favorite formats in the WNL or World Ninja League. Owen, are you ready for this week's episode?
I am very excited.
So there are 4 formats. Owen, could you just run us through briefly what all the formats are?
There is challenge, skills, full, and flow. Each one of them has their pros and cons. You can't really make a perfect one.
But we're very excited to tell you all about our favorite formats. Please stand by as we take a brief break. See you guys soon.
Mommy,
Yes, honey.
can I get Spotify for my birthday?
Why do you want Spotify for your birthday?
I want to listen to Ninja Talk with the Bunny and Frog. There are new episodes every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
In that case, of course you can. In fact, let's listen to it right now.
Number 4.
Starting off with our 4th favorite, I have skills. Skills is like, it's not bad, but sometimes you get like skills that are really, like, they're not scored correctly. Sometimes it's like, you can cheat the obstacle so much where you're basically just running. And then it's like, how fast can the scorekeeper hit the stop button?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but some of the skills are super fun.
Yeah. My least favorite is the full course format. I think it's a good idea, and it's a nice idea for newer ninjas who are getting into the sport. You're able to continue your run and continue to get yourself points, although it has more cons than it does pros. I dislike the fact that they have a difficulty score of like first place in an obstacle, and what it often comes down to is like how quickly did the ref push the completion button, and like how fast did you complete the obstacle. Like, let's say there's this obstacle that's like, let's say the 10-foot warped wall, and like 5 people get it in and around like 3 seconds and 50 milliseconds. Like, it's just going to come down to whenever the ref pushes that button, and you could be like first place or 5th place on that obstacle, and it's just like, and I don't enjoy that. And I also have never done well at full course competitions. I don't know if it's the format or me, but like, never. I never really enjoyed the format. We have like, keep going, you get the points. You don't need a difficulty score. It's basically just like a skills comp in a course, kind of.
Yeah.
Number 3.
So my 3rd favorite is the full course.
Yeah.
As Dax said, it is great for like beginner ninjas, and it's also just a lot of fun because once you fall, it's not just done. You're still getting points, so it still matters. And a lot of the times in flow courses, you see people who just fall and kind of just like give up and start like,
That's true.
yeah, like they don't really try on all the other obstacles because they know they're not getting points. So I like it in that sense, but I don't like that there's a difficulty scoring for each obstacle.
Yeah.
And like 2 people could have completed the same amount of obstacles, just failed a different obstacle, and one person would be ahead of the other one. I would love to see them do one where it's just, there's no difficulty scoring. It's just amount of obstacles you complete.
I've just realized that like that's not a thing anywhere.
Yeah, it's not. There's CNL, but there's
You get a retry and a bonus point and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
It's like they overcomplicated it too much.
no, I totally agree on that. That's fair. My 3rd favorite is the skills format. I think that it is a good format, but it does have its cons. Like Owen mentioned earlier, there's often a lot of betas in a skills comp. And I've been to a handful of competitions where the skills are just ridiculous. And like, they're not really testing your ninja skills, they're more testing how fast like you can run, or how many like weights you can lift, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's not really testing ninja. And so it kind of takes away the point. And I also think that in a skills comp, you're not really like working as hard. You're just like doing like 45 seconds of one thing and then you're dropping.
Yeah, I agree with that. Some of the things feel tiring, but then after like you finish, you're like, that was you're completely
there's
fine,
no
and, like,
adrenaline
yeah.
at all. So when you're done, you just kind of sit down and then wait for your next skill.
Yeah. I do like that you get like multiple chances with skills though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the way it's like the points are set up. I think it's clever.
Yeah.
And another thing that I like is that in skills, you can just send everything. Just send everything. You link everything, and if you fall, nobody cares. You just send it.
Number 2.
Okay, so now my second one, I'm going with the flow. The flow, I think everything is great about it, except for that if you fall, you're done. I think that you shouldn't get no more points. You should get like a second chance if you make like a small mistake, or like you like step off of somewhere, or you just barely undershoot a platform.
That's true.
Like just like little mistakes, like that can totally kill your comp there. Whereas in like some of the other ones, there's like you get another chance.
Yeah.
But I think I like everything else about that. The scoring, I like the scoring. It's
Yeah.
really simple. There's no like really overcomplicated and like percentages and stuff.
Yeah, all these complex things.
Yeah.
And they're always just one run, with exception to Worlds. They're all one run, so it's not like complicated.
Yeah.
My second is the challenge course, the newest WNL format. I think it's really fun. I like the idea that you get a retry on an obstacle. I like that the time stops when you get a retry, because one of the more annoying things is like when you're doing a course with a retry, the time doesn't stop. And then let's say and then you eat up like 20 seconds of your time resetting an obstacle.
Yeah. And that's like not your fault if you lose time because they did not reset it properly, or like they're super slow in resetting it. So I like that that's not an issue in the challenge course.
And another thing is that since you get a retry, the courses are so much harder, and I love it. Like, because you get a retry, so then they're like, you know what, if they failed this the first time, they're going to get another shot at it, so why not just make it harder? Let's flip out a ring for a candlestick, for example. And then it's just way more enjoyable, and it makes going to the comp much more, makes it more worth it. I've only done one challenge course, and it was so much fun. It was at MLab, Ohio, and it was a blast.
Number 1.
So my first one is the challenge course. I have not done one, but I would love to do one. It looks so fun, and I think there's like not many flaws, and they're like very small. I love that you get a retry and that it's a difficult course. I love that one mistake, like your run's not destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically like everything about it. It's pretty good.
That's true.
There's just like, I don't know, very nitpicky individual flaws that like someone might like the percentages, someone might like how each obstacle has a difficulty, someone might not like that, someone might like something else. So
Yeah.
but in my opinion, I really like the challenge course, and I would love to do one.
And so my number 1 is obviously the flow course. It is the original format, and it is so good. I think that it puts more pressure on the athletes to do better, and that honestly makes the course much more interesting, not only as a competitor, but also as a spectator. Spectating the competition is much more interesting, and it also makes you like really have to plan your run out. Like, you gotta think like, should I link that? Because if I link it and miss, my run's over. And it's also the way the World Championships format is run. And one of my favorite things about it is that if you fall, you like still have an opportunity to like learn. But since your run is over and then you can't like, can you get points? You're gonna like feel more carefree and feel like more confident if to try to like link something, for example.
Yeah.
Or just you might actually do better after you've fallen, which could be annoying, but like it does it will like essentially
Yeah.
you're either earning or learning, you know?
And yeah, I like that once you fall, I kind of just like, okay, might as well just like have fun and see how fast I can do these obstacles now.
Yeah.
Because like it's so fun just to like try to go like, okay, I've fallen. I'm not really gonna get any points. So I might as well just like send everything and try to link as much as I can.
Yeah, for sure.
One honorable mention we're gonna have is they're trying to put in a head-to-head format.
Yeah, we're very excited. I was reading earlier that the WNL is gonna try. They're thinking about putting in some head-to-head formats. They have held a couple gauntlet head-to-head competitions that I think really look really fun, and I'm excited. I hope I get to try one of those soon. But I also really hope that head-to-head becomes an official format because that would just be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, head-to-head competitions, if you haven't done some, like they're really fun. Especially having to race against your teammates.
Yeah. And they're just like, I've only really done like rec head-to-head competitions because they're not like an official thing anywhere. Except on American Ninja Warrior, although I'm 13, so I'm not exactly old enough for that. So, doing the rec competitions was really fun. We got to like race against each other, and not only that, but you got to run the course more than once.
Yeah.
So that way you could like learn from your past mistakes and then show it off again on the course, and then just keep going.
Yeah. As much as it is like a speed course, there's also like that endurance element of running the course like say like 5, 7, 10 times
Yeah.
in like the span of like 2 hours.
Yeah, it forces you to be like a lot more conditioned because you gotta like go through this 1 minute course or like a bunch.
And then you can like start to see when people are starting to feel it.
Yeah.
The later rounds where there's like 2 minutes of rest.
You're right,
Not
because
even.
it's weird, because it's interesting because you're either going to go like way faster or way slower,
Yeah.
depending on how tired you are. You'll either improve or like just be so tired and gassed. I'd be very happy if that became a format.
Yep. And I know they did it at CNL finals.
Yes, they did. I never did that.
I did it. I don't think you did.
I did not.
Yeah, that was really fun. The course there was pretty good. I liked it. And yeah, just all of the formats are.
And one more thing about head-to-head. It's so flowy.
Yeah.
Like, I love flowy stuff and just flow.
And I like that you get a placement run, because usually that's.
Yeah, that's how you determine
that's
who
how
you
you
run
determine
against.
who you run against. Which I like that you can just take that run kind of easy and try out what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the formats they're all really fun competitions, and they all have their flaws, but they all have really fun aspects to all of them.
Yeah, they do, for sure.
So, joke of the week time.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
This week's joke is another ninja-themed joke. We have, what is a ninja's least favorite season?
Least favorite season? Like seasons of the year? Like spring,
Yeah.
summer, etc.? Ooh. I don't know. What is it?
Fall.
That is such a bad joke. That makes it so good.
We need more ninja-themed jokes, so please come up with some and tag us in them, or you put it in the Q&A or something.
Just, yeah.
Also,
Thank you.
tell us what episode you'd like to see next. Do you guys like these like ranking ones? Do you want to see like more interviews and stuff?
And stay tuned, guys. See you all next week.